I'm not defensive about it.
Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another Chelsea news video. First things first, guys, make sure you smash the like, subscribe if you're new around here. All of that good stuff. You lot know exactly what to do. And you guys have been getting on at me in the chat on the live shows about letting people know about when there is going to be a protest, when their fans are going to start speaking, when the fans are going to start taking action, and when fans are going to start getting the ball rolling in an attempt to change the direction that Chelsea Football Club is heading in under this current ownership. Well, guys, I'm here to spread the word. I'm here to let you know that a date has been set, a time, a date, and a place for a protest against Blueco and for a protest against Clear Lake Capital. We're here. We've got it, guys. All right, this is it. So it's time to protest Clear Lake out, Blueco out, 25th of February at 6 p.m. outside the Bovril Gate. Now, that is before the game against Southampton in the Premier League, a couple hours before kickoff. It's there. It's, you know, loads of people are promoting it. People are on board. And now it's up to get as many people as possible to spread the word to ensure that as many fans turn out as possible. Now, of course, this won't just be a one and done. This will be the first, I imagine, of a number of protests throughout the season and obviously throughout next season and for the foreseeable future until we can influence some form of change, whether it's a change of the model or ultimately what people want is a change of ownership at the top. This will be the first one. Now, people aren't going to turn up unless they know about it. Now, guys, if you care about the future of Chelsea Football Club, if you care about the direction that the club's going in, if you want to save the club from what it is currently becoming and what it could end up being over the next few years, then you need to be there. You need to turn up. You need to make your voice heard. And we need to do it in a respectful and a peaceful manner. This is what it's about now. It's time to start using your voice and address the real problem. It doesn't matter how big your platform is. There's been enough damage done to this football club already in the 3 years under this ownership. And we want to make sure that no more damage is done because the future is looking bleak right now. The future is looking like things could be in serious danger. Now, people can blame managers. People can say that Tuchel was the problem. People can say that it was Potter, Lampard, Pochettino, Maresca. The problems have always come from the top. 3 seasons they've been here. Let me remind you, 6 different managers. 6 managers in less than 3 seasons and no trophies. You know, you can point to issues on the pitch. You can point to issues in the dugout. Ultimately, that all stems from the top, guys. All stems from the top. You've got a bunch of kids who are led by a coach with no experience, led by directors who are shocking, led by owners who are seemingly only interested in flipping players and making profits. It all comes from the very top and always has done for the last 3 years. What we're seeing on the football pitch, what we're seeing in the dugout is a result of the actions that we are seeing from the people at the top. This is where all this stems from. You know, you come in, you erode a Champions League winning squad, you get rid of everyone, you gut the club out, you bring in the people that you want to bring in, you rebuild the squad. I don't think people had an issue with the squad being cleared out. As a clear out was well overdue. We know that. But when you gut experience, when you gut winners out of the team, you need to replace them with winners and experience as well. A blend of youth and experience. We have gone in the complete opposite direction. And enough is enough now, guys. Enough is enough. You know, City went to buy Mamouche in January, you know, when they've already got Haaland. But Chelsea were afraid of signing someone because they were worried about blocking the path for Nicholas Jackson. You know, Marmoush and Nico Gonzalez versus what we're saying, oh, there aren't enough good enough players available in January. But we did groundwork ahead of the ahead of the summer window. No, we didn't. It's nothing to do with availability. We just chose not to. We just chose not to. And it's time for us to act. It's time for the supporters just to get involved. It's time for the fan advisory board to get involved. It's just time for as many fans as possible to spread the message, get involved, and make our feelings clear. I'm not going to be disrespectful or personal or anything like that, but it is time for our voices to be heard. Fan base are not happy with the direction that the club is going in, and the ownership need to be made aware of that. Forget the Vivid Seats thing. Forget the tickets issue at the moment. There's a far bigger task at hand that needs to be dealt with, and our voices now need to be heard. They need to be heard because enough is enough now. Enough damage has been done. They're taking us for idiots with these briefings that they're putting out. The latest one yesterday about Maresca being told he wasn't expected to qualify for Champions League until next season. Chelsea are happy with the job he's doing, etc., etc. There's sympathy for injuries and whatnot. Do not believe, do not feed into, or do not accept this narrative that the club are trying to put out there. They're using their go-to method, guys, which if you've not seen it by now, their go-to method is to brief their way out of every situation. And enough is enough now. Come together. We need to try and influence change. Okay, let's go through the rap sheet of this ownership and these directors, because we need to get them out. And let's start with the directors first. If we can get anyone out, let's get these. These are probably the easiest ones to get out to begin with. And it needs to happen now. It can't wait until the summer. Something must be done, guys, because the sporting directors do not make sporting decisions that are beneficial for Chelsea Football Club. But they make it what's beneficial for business. And guys, for me, I woke up to this. I had doubts in the summer, but then January fully confirmed for me that, these guys aren't interested in building a winning team. They're just interested in building a successful business, and they're interested in flipping players for profit rather than actually signing players to improve the team. There was no excuse whatsoever not to recall one of those midfielders. We know that. We spent over £1 billion and we have zero spine. It's unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. There's 2 windows. Well, 5 windows wasted. Goalposts constantly shifting. I'll judge us after 4 transfer windows. 4 transfer windows been and gone. No top goalkeeper. No striker. No top centre back. Still need a number 6. 5 windows in now. You miss out on a striker in the summer because you think that Osimhen's going to suddenly change his demands at the last minute, even though he's made it clear all summer that he's not going to do that. You then do in the summer, and you do no groundwork to get one in January. Nothing. Unacceptable. The owners have allowed us, guys, enabled us to go the whole season without a front of shirt sponsor because they think they're being so clever when actually it's detrimental to us financially. The ownership are squabbling. They don't agree. They're pulling in different directions. They can't agree on a way forward in terms of the stadium and all that. And whilst all this is going on, guys, we are continuing to slip further and further behind our rivals. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. And we're not a million miles away from being good. And there are some very simple moves that would fix our issues. The problem is, guys, they don't want to fix the issues in an effective way. But there are also huge issues away from the field as well. We need to realize this. We need to realize this, guys. Not everything needs to be scrapped, but we need to get the directors out. And because that directly affects the team. It's not about getting rid of the team. It's about making effective investments in the team in the right areas. And they have failed to do this, and they have not shown a willingness that they are prepared to address this. It needs to be done, and it needs to be done in the right way. But these guys are not the these guys are not the right people for this job. And so this is the start, guys. This is the start. As many of you people need to turn up. I don't know how many people are going to turn up to this protest on the 25th of February, but it's important to spread the word and make as many people aware of what's happening and when it's happening. And we need as many people to turn up as possible, guys. That is the message here. It's time for Chelsea fans to have their voices heard, and it's time to try and influence change before it gets too late at the end of the day. So, guys, if you are going to the game, or if you live locally and you're not going to the game, please try and make an effort to come down, make your voices heard, and let's try and get back some sort of control of what is going on at this football club. Because right now, we're on dangerous territory, we're on thin ice, and we need to try and correct the course of the ship before it sinks even further than it currently is right now, guys. So I was going to bring it up on screen again. Just a reminder of the time, date, and location. Spread the word, people. It doesn't matter how big or small your voice or your platform is. But this is it here. 25th of February, 6 p.m. outside the Bovril Gate before the Southampton game. Make sure you come down, get your voices heard, and let's try and affect change and correct the course that this club is going on. And let's make some decisions that are going to get us back to being an effective side, a winning side, and eventually getting major trophies back in the cabinet. But yeah, guys, I'm just spreading the word. So make sure you smash the likes, subscribe if you're new around here, all of that good stuff. And I'll catch you again in another one soon. Up the Chelsea, and we're out.